All right, I believe that is going. Let me hop back over here. All right, let me start recording. I'm gonna start recording to the cloud. All right, let's get this webinar started. So hello, agents, and let's start. Oh gosh, okay, I'm glad I'm on this one. Okay, record to computer. All right, hello, agents, and welcome to the webinar. So today's gonna be a pretty good webinar today. We have two new people to present today. So, of course, you guys know I'm super busy. I'm always doing something. And, we have a whole team behind the scenes that are handling a lot of things with the agency. You guys may have received emails from agent support or text messages from agent support. So today I'm bringing on Miss Richelle, and she is one of our amazing assistants. And pretty soon, you guys are going to be seeing more of Miss Richelle, especially when it comes to the Monday webinars. So everybody in the chat or come on from you, say, hey, Miss Richelle, y'all be nice to Miss Richelle, okay? Especially if I'm not if I'm not on the Zoom. Say, hey, Miss Richelle.
Hey,
And
Miss Michelle.
Wow. Thank you so much for that beautiful introduction, Tyra. Really appreciate that. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
absolutely. So she's been working so hard behind the scenes to get everything going with the agency. Like she's pretty awesome. And then on the other hand, you guys already know what we are here for today. We are here for our Sandals and our Beaches Monday webinar. And today, you guys probably have never seen this amazing person before, but her name is Miss Swa. And I know that you guys are probably used to seeing Mr. Mark. But listen, we got a brand new BDM, and listen, y'all be nice to her. Y'all say, "Hey, Miss Swan, she's our brand new BDM for Sandals and Beaches."
Hi,
Hey,
everyone.
hello. Hey.
Hello.
So you guys, thank you so much as always, Miss Swa, for being here for us. We cannot wait to hear about all of the updates that Sandals and Beaches has, as well as any and everything new that's going on in the industry. And as far as the Sandals and the Beaches portal, listen, the floor is all yours. You can absolutely take it away.
Okay, wonderful. So thank you very much, Tyra, and for this wonderful opportunity to present. And welcome everyone. Rochelle, you're going to knock it right out of the park. I know you are. And thank you all for the opportunity to be here today. So my name is Swa Winkler. I am the Northwest Florida Sandals and Beaches Resorts Business Development Manager. What that means is I am here to help develop your business. When you need reservations, you contact reservations. When you need IT, you contact sales support. But if you want additional information regarding building your business, that is where I assist you. So, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rely on our latest training and development presentation. And at the end, I'm also going to open it for any questions. If you have any questions as we're going along, go ahead and put it in the chat. That way I can refer back to it. And remember, this is being recorded so you can go back and see it as well if there's anything else that you need. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. If it lets me. Come on. Hello. All right. Let's see if we can do it there. Okay, it has my screen. Give me 1 second. Okay, it's look like it's focused on me and not my screen. I'm going to take it back out and put it back in again.
Absolutely, we can see your screen.
I can see it
But
too, but I don't have, it's not allowing me to go. There we go.
yes, there we go.
Okay, so again, Swa Winkler, I am the Northwest Florida BDM. What that means is if you are in my location, then I am your personal BDM. We can meet for coffee, we can get updates, things like that, outside of the as outside of speaking for the agency as a whole. However, let's say you're in Minnesota, let's say you're in California, or you're in Texas, you do have access to your own BDM. And how you find that is on the TA portal. We'll go over the TA portal towards the end, but you contact your own local BDM. And that way, if you would like to meet for coffee, maybe they have lunch and learns, things like that, you have access to us in person as well. And webinars are absolutely phenomenal. However, you get additional touch points if you can meet with someone in person. So, for those that you don't know, we are Sandals and Beaches Resorts. We have been in business for over 40 years. And what you're seeing on the screen right now, or who you're seeing on the screen, is Adam. Adam is the son of Butch Stewart, and Adam is the lead, the CEO for Sandals and Beaches Resorts. He is sixth generation Jamaican. What that means is he is born of the Caribbean. And we have a whole campaign of being born of the Caribbean and also made of the Caribbean. We are a Caribbean company. We were created in the Caribbean, and we are only available in the Caribbean. Are we in Mexico? No, not yet. Are we in the Dominican Republic? No, we are not. We are all throughout the Caribbean, and every last one of our resorts, over 8 islands, we own. What that means is, unlike a Hyatt or a Hilton or any major conglomerate, we own individually each of our resorts. So if we want to change something, we want to do upgrades, we can do so because we own each of the resorts. That doesn't mean that we've come in and we've slapped our name on something that was already standing, made it something out of what was already existing, because with every last one of our resorts, you will have the Sandals touch point, the Sandals brand. So we're on 8 different islands. We have an 84% brand recognition. So when you're talking about Sandals and Beaches Resorts to your clients, they already know you don't have to introduce something new. This is already pre-existing. And we have over 40% return guest rate. What that means is when you get your people down to the resort, there's a high probability that that is a return guest. Leading staff to guest ratio, and we are working with Unique Vacations. So Unique Vacations is the exclusive sales and marketing arm of Sandals and Beaches Resorts, and we are located worldwide. And speaking of worldwide, we are the most awarded all-inclusive resorts ever. So yes, we are all through the Caribbean. We are in the Bahamas, flagship locations, Jamaica, Antigua, all the way down to Curacao, which is right above Venezuela. And we are all throughout. And because we are all throughout, we have a lot of flight options for your clients. So no matter where you are in the United States, in North America, South America, you have access to get to one of our resorts. And we are, again, made of Caribbean, the original Caribbean all-inclusive, and we are truly one of a kind. We're known for having our own distinctive voice, indulgent luxury, modern romance, and captivating charm. Please let me know that you can hear the music.
No, we can't hear the music. In
Oh,
the
you
beginning,
cannot.
no,
Okay.
it's okay. No, it's
Okay.
it's okay.
Okay.
Do you have other videos in here where you want to share?
No, just this one.
It's
So
it's
then,
it's fine.
okay, so then I'm going to go past this, because what I was in the middle of showing is a commercial. This advertisement was promoted during the Super Bowl. It was promoted twice during the Super Bowl. And what I wanted to show is that we have a lot of marketing that goes into our product. And with us having so much marketing, we want you to connect to our message. And our message is that we are all inclusive, we are luxury, and we are truly made of Caribbean. So I'm going to try and go past our video. See if I can do that, or at least fast forward through it. Video. Now I'm back to you. Come on. I apologize for the technical difficulties. Let me see if I can go back to my slide. I'm going to stop the share for a second. All right, I see you. All right, can you see? No.
When people look at us, made of Caribbean.
There we go. Okay. Can you hear me again?
Yep, we can hear
Okay,
you.
wonderful. So what's included? We are all inclusive. We have luxurious sleeping quarters. You come into our resorts, you're going to have an incredible experience. Super comfy beds. We have our turn down service. That turn down service, it's like magical people come towards the end of your long day. You've been out and about, you've been enjoying yourself. You're getting ready, you're heading out to dinner, you're going to meet with your people, you're going to take your significant other out for one of our beautiful dining options. You come back to your room to blackout drapes, dimmed lights. Sometimes they leave little notes in the room. You have your duvet cover that is pulled over, and it is a nice and inviting environment for the last part of the evening. Style bathrooms and the soaking tub for two. When we talk about eat and drink, all food is included, up to 16 restaurants per resort. So this isn't where you're going to come and have a smorgasbord where it's just one or two dining options and you're elbow to elbow with other people. We have up to 13 different bars. It says don't miss the swim up. We created the swim up bar. Premium liquors, and stocked mini fridge in every room, and where we invite you to play all day and all night with our daily entertainment, live shows, theme shows. So if it's a white party, if it is a karaoke night, you have access to it. Our land sports, more and more people are enjoying pickleball. I still don't quite understand it, but they are tennis, bocce ball, shuffleboard, and more. Water sports. If you are at one of our locations where there's a golf course that is in close proximity, reminder, green fees are included. What's also included is the transfer. All water sports, whether it's kayak, paddleboards, Hobie Cat, snorkeling, water skiing, and much, much more. Remember, daily entertainment changes by resort. Also reminder, water sports and land sports, they also vary by resort. And remember, no worries. Butler service in select room categories. So those are our butler categories. And reminder, every resort has a different option for their butler category. So the butler privileges, which we can talk about later, are different based on your resort. Club Sandals concierge, round trip airport transfers. So if you are putting together a group or you have your clients and they're wondering, well, how do we get from the airport to the location? That is a no worry. It's already included. Do we have to pay extra? Absolutely not. That is already included. And once you have paid for your Sandals or Beaches vacation, that is already taken care of as well. Wi-Fi in all areas because we need our streaming services. And tips, taxes, and gratuities. Now, remember, feel free to tip your butlers. You're going to want to tip your butlers and your spa services staff. The tips for those are not included. Remember, we are about the beach. We are about the water. But as our Sandals certified professionals, which you are, it's knowing, well, which resort has how much beach? Which one has turquoise water? Which one has a dark blue water? It is one of those things where, as the specialist, you are willing to find out the information. Doesn't mean you always have all the information. Doesn't mean you already have that knowledge readily available, but you're willing to go out and find it and connect with others that have that information. We are about our food. We are serious about our food. We have our farm to table. We have a variety of different restaurants per resort. And if you're at a stay at one, play at two, you have a combined amount of restaurants that you have access to. And keep in mind, the majority of our restaurants are a la carte. And we are about our food and we are about our drink. So whether it is a food truck, which the food trucks are created for our resorts, whether it is the dining options. So if you're in, let's say, Curacao, we have a Spanish tapas. We have a Greek restaurant that is located in Jamaica. So no matter where you are, no matter where your clients or you are going, you're going to want to find out what are the restaurant options that are available and get excited because you know that it's going to be fine dining, quality food, and we are focused on our food and for the foodies that are out there as well. And ocean. I just came from Mexico last week. While I was in Mexico, I saw the ocean and I could not get in the water. The water was rough. They had something going on with the water I wasn't able to go into. And I'm so used to, actually, we get spoiled and your clients get spoiled. If they have gone to a Sandals or Beaches resort, you know that you want to go and get into the ocean. You want to go and experience the water. You want to go snorkeling, and if you're scuba certified, that you'd like to go and experience scuba. But seeing the water and not being able to access it, it felt like a crime. It felt so far away. And remember, we are about our ocean. And we have the world's best dive sites. The only resort group ranked in the top 5 dive operations in the Western Hemisphere. So reminder, if your clients are dive certified, their dives are included in their stay. Their dives are included. Well, what if they would like to become dive certified? You, as the travel advisor, can get your clients dive certified and get the commission for it. Remember, there is a fee for that, but if you set it up for your clients before they get to the resorts, there is a commission based on you setting that up for your clients before they get to the resorts. So, best in equipment, they don't have to bring their dive equipment. We offer equipment right there at the resorts. We have the staff and unbelievable dive sites. Did you know at one of our resorts in Granada, they have an underwater dive museum. So you can go next to the statues. And a quick fact, if you are a snorkeler, by snorkeling, you can even see the dive museum underwater. So we are known for our play, unlimited fun for everyone. So again, bocce ball, pickleball, golf, tennis, the activities do vary by resort, but the play is there, unlimited fun for everyone. And every last one of our resorts have at least one red lane spa. What that means is your clients can come to the resort and woo-saw. They can absolutely relax. If you set up their spa treatments before they come to the resorts, that is commissionable as well. Notice I keep saying before you get to the resorts, because once they get to the resort, they've seen it. and then they can book it themselves. But if you book it for your clients before they get to the resorts, then that is something you are helping them with their itinerary. You're giving them that, I have this to look forward to. This is already, I don't have to worry about, oh, it's not available, or I have to fit it in as I'm about to get on a plane. You set it up for your clients, they will thank you for it. And it is commissionable. And we are known for our weddings. We're known for our weddings. We're known for our retie the knots, which is saying I do again. And whether they would like to get married in our over water wedding cathedrals, in the garden, on the beach, however they would like to do it. If you're in the Bahamas, in Nassau, you can even get married on a private island. Once someone says I do, or once someone says that they accept as far as the engagement, their mind's open to what are the numerous possibilities as far as getting married. And if they're open to the idea of getting married abroad, then that is going to be the most bang for their buck, because if you investigate, it is a lot less expensive to get married in the Caribbean than it is to get married stateside, because all the food and drink that you have to take care of when you're stateside, what about it's already all included in their own packages? So you're inviting your people to come down to the resorts, enjoy the resorts, and bear witness and happily bear witness to you saying I do and the festivities that are connected with it. Now, we are known for our suites and our villas. We have overwater bungalows, overwater villas, two-story overwater villas, rondevals. And if you have any of these categories, you have a minimum of 2 butlers, because of course you need a butler by day and by night. And that is included in your stay. So if you fly halfway around the world for an overwater accommodation, that does not include your butlers. And that is also not all inclusive. You know where it is? At Sandals and Beaches Resorts. So Butler Elite Service, unprecedented level. It allows you the overwater bungalows and villas. It allows you with your own plunge pool, with your own access to the beach, with your Curacao Island poolside Butler bungalow patio, which offers their own private island with water access. And let's say, and I'm talking about the bottom left, if you have that room, you also have access to a Mini Cooper. Again, each location has different additional options for their clients as far as having butler. And we are known for our drinks. So if you are seeing, the most wonderful, charismatic cocktail connoisseurs, they are all in the Caribbean. They are all at our Sandals resorts, at our beaches resorts. The wonderful thing that they love the most is for you to challenge them. Oh, well, I had this drink that I had created here. Can you duplicate it? Or having your most favorite drink duplicated. They love the challenge. And by the way, if you're at any of our resorts, if you are an espresso martini person, that Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee will set you on another level. You add vodka and cream with that, and you are in a whole nother level. So one sip at a time. And I know a lot of people, they don't like alcoholic beverages. No problem. From mocktails to cocktails, all drinks are included. Because if you are on a boat, let's say you're on a cruise, and you request a coffee that has specialty creams, special characters, a heart in the middle, that is an upcharge. I am here to tell you that is included if you are at one of our Sandals or Beaches resorts. If you'd like a mocktail with a fancy straw or an umbrella in it, that is included. I love my green drinks. Those are included. And endless entertainment by day and by night. If you're in the Bahamas and Junkanoo is happening, We invite you to take part. We invite you to celebrate what makes that island so unique. If you are in the middle of watching fire performers, steel drum music makers, our entertainment group is top notch, and they want you to get involved. So where are we? I'm going to give you a glimpse and take you around the Caribbean for a moment. So we are in Nassau, Sandals Royal Bahamian. In Nassau, or in the Bahamas as a whole, it's known for its water. And if you're in the Exumas, it's known for swimming with the pigs, for the iguanas. And just so you know, in the Exumas, we had a Sandals resort which closed last year. We have closed that resort and it will be reopened as a beaches resort. When is it coming on board? We will tell you as soon as we know, because we are not shy when something is available. So it is coming. And if you have one of our beaches brochures, you already see that it says the Bahamas on there. So it is coming. And did you know that if you fly into Nassau, it is readily available. A lot of flights are direct from the eastern United States. But let's say you have a connecting flight and you are in Nassau. On your way out, as you are about to leave Nassau, you clear immigration before you leave the airport, and they do take TSA PreCheck and global entry. So you don't have to worry about those connecting flights. And here's a glimpse of our resort in Nassau. So as you see, Barefoot Cay, that is our private island. How do you access from the mainland to get to the private island? By boat. Is that transfer included? Absolutely. There are spa services that are available on the private island. There's snorkeling available, and they do have their own swim up bar and restaurant that is available there. And I did mention that there's a private island where you can get married. You can get married on your own private island, or say I do again. So we have our 1-bedroom swim up butler suites. We have our communal area. That is where all the fun happens in Coconut Grove, and the East Bay beachfront swim up butler suites. Just so you know, the entire East Bay Village was redone into a Sandals 2.0 version, and that was done last year. We are in Grenada. Grenada is known as the Spice Island. So if you have clients that say, oh, well, we've been to the Bahamas, we've been to Jamaica, well, whether they've only seen the cruise port or not, we are all throughout the Caribbean. So we are in Grenada. And I don't know if you know, but the further away you get from the United States, the further away you get from the Bahamas and Jamaica, the clearer the water is. So snorkeling possibilities, endless snorkeling possibilities, and also diving. But Grenada is known as the Spice Island. And the Spice Island, it's a resort fitting of its world-class destination. And it's on the island's finest beach. It is close proximity from the airport. So if you have clients, and just knowing your clients, if they don't want to sit in a transfer for over an hour, look at our locations where the resorts are in close proximity to the airport. Close proximity, I say, within an hour's time. Here in Grenada, that is definitely one of the locations. And here are some glimpses of our beautiful resort in Grenada. And the teppanyaki is such a great option. Our pools that is a rondavel that is in the bottom left side. And we are heading to Jamaica, and our flagship location, our flagship resorts all lie in Jamaica. Jamaica, the home of Bob Marley, beautiful food and beautiful people, and also red stripe beer. It's the land of wood and water. It's the music, it's the conversations, the local dialect, the food, the soft breeze, the sun, the salt on your skin. Jamaica connects to your soul and reinvigorates your soul. The calmness of the sea. You come back from a Jamaica vacation, you really feel like you've had quite an experience that you will take back with you and you can't wait to reconnect with again. So in Jamaica, we are in Sandals Montego Bay. That is in Montego Bay, Jamaica. We are at Sandals Royal Caribbean, also in Montego Bay, Jamaica. We have a stay at one, play at two. So if you stay at Sandals Montego Bay or if you stay at Sandals Royal Caribbean, you have access to both resorts. So instantly, you have double the amount of dining options, of activities, the offshore island that's available in Royal Caribbean, the private island that is, or the private beach that's available at Sandals Montego Bay, and also the distinctive styles. Montego Bay has a little more lively energy. Sandals Royal Caribbean is laid back. If you're laid back and you like to dip your toe into more active or vice versa, you have access to two resorts for the price of one. Here's a glimpse of Sandals Montego Bay. And if you have not been to Sandals, to any of our Sandals within the last 3 years, I invite you to go again because what you saw, your photos do not look like this. I was at Sandals Montego Bay back when my husband and I were dating in 2010. Our photos do not look like this. So I invite you to come back and experience the newness. Sandals Royal Caribbean, again, 2 vacations in one. They have their own private island, which you see in the top left. That's also home to the overwater bungalows and the overwater villas. And there is a Thai restaurant that is located on the private island there as well. How do you access that Thai restaurant? Well, by boat, of course. Is the transfer included back and forth? Absolutely. And remember, that is one of the restaurants where you do need reservations for that restaurant. Are the restaurants with reservations included? Absolutely. Here are some glimpses of some of the suites. We have the Hideaway Junior Suite, the Beachfront Club Suite, and much, much more. We're also in South Coast, which has been named Sandals Sexy South Coast. It is the place for water. It is the place for land. Sandals Negril, which is the capital of casual. These are additional resorts that are located in Jamaica. So if you have clients, again, that say they've been to Jamaica, but they've been to Montego Bay and they'd like to explore other locations, every one is unique. Every one of our resorts is unique. And if you've been to Sandals South Coast, you haven't been in the past 3 years, the rooms have been redone, they've been renovated, and that is an 80-minute transfer from the Montego Bay Airport over to Sandals South Coast. And Negril, 75 minutes. So know your clients. If they can just sit back, relax, they're enjoying their Red Stripe beer, and they can go with the flow and enjoy being driven and being able to see the beautiful island of Jamaica, then oh my gosh, invite them to do so. Here are some glimpses of Sandals South Coast, and it's also home to the Blue Maho Overwater Butler Villas, so additional overwater accommodations. It's also home to those rondavels that are in the top left side. It's also home to the Overwater Wedding Cathedral, which is in the top right. It's also home to my favorite bar in all of the brand, which is located, and it is an overwater bar located at Sandals South Coast. And if you haven't seen that bar, it was redone maybe a month ago, so I can't wait to go back and experience it. It does have the hammocks all around the bar, so it's a beautiful location to watch the sunset, have a drink, relax, and enjoy the waves. Sandals Negril, it is the capital of casual. And again, if you haven't been, those honeymoon suites are done. The rendering, they pale in comparison to way it really looks. We have sky pool butler suites, the swim up club suites, and then the 1-bedroom butler suites, and the majority of our accommodations in Sandals Negril face the ocean. That is on the 7 Mile Beach. We are also in Ocho Rios. So we're Sandals Ochi, which is a favorite. Sandals Royal Plantation, which is all sweet, all Butler, and Sandals Dunn's River, which is just 2 years old. 2 years old. So if you have clients that are wanting a completely brand new resort, we got them. Sandals Dunn's River is that resort. If you have clients that enjoy that, let your hair down and enjoy an immense property, that's Sandals Ochi. Or if you have the Sandals Royal Plantation crew, which is all sweet, all Butler, all ocean view, we have something for all. And at Sandals Royal Plantation, it is stay at one, play at two program, but you also have access to that if you're at Dunn's River as well. If you're at Sandals Ochi, you do not have access to Royal Plantation and Dunn's River. And by the way, again, if you have clients that are wanting close proximity. So if you're in Montego Bay and you head to Ocho Rios, the distance is about 90 minutes, 80 minutes from Montego Bay. But you do have the option to fly into Ocho Rios, which is just a 15 to 30-minute transfer drive from the airport. So keep your clients in mind. So here's a glimpse of Sandals Ochi. And in Ocho Rios itself, we do have our golf course. All three resorts have access to the golf course, and it's in the heart of Jamaica. Here's a glimpse of Sandals Royal Plantation, chic sophistication. Again, every last one of our resorts are different. And Sandals Dunn's River, close distance to Jamaica's natural wonder, which is Dunn's River Falls. My husband and I just did it last month. I have to tell you, it is a must-do at least once. Can't go to Dunn's River and not experience the falls, and also just having the wonderful Jamaican food. And St. Lucia, which is known as the Hawaii of the Caribbean. We have 3 resorts located in St. Lucia. What makes this location so unique, it's not only a very romantic destination, and you have a lot of honeymooners that like going to St. Lucia, it is a location where the island is not so big. The 3 resorts do have stay at one, play at 3. So you can stay at Latak and enjoy Grand St. Lucia and also Halcyon Beach. The land, the people, the light, and fun fact, St. Lucia is the island in the Caribbean that is referred to as she. St. Lucia is female. There's a drive-in volcano that is available there. They have so many additional activities by going from resort to resort to resort. But as with any of our resorts, we also invite you to enjoy being off the property as well. So we're at Regency Latak, Grand St. Lucia, and Halcyon Beach, and each one is very unique. Here's some glimpses of Sandals Regency Latak, which part of it is in the bluff, which is on the mountainside. Grand St. Lucia on the right side is the Atlantic Ocean. On the left side is the Caribbean Sea. I did a whole video of which water do you prefer, and they're 5 minutes from each other. At Grand St. Lucia has that hill. Fun fact, if you have club access, they do have a hiking tour that goes up that hill. Grand St. Lucia is also home to overwater accommodations. And here is Halcyon, which if you have clients that have mobility issues, this location is relatively flat. We do have a whole PDF, a whole page dedicated to your to know, which one of our locations accommodate our clients that have mobility issues. And here's a glimpse of some of our new accommodations at Sandals Halcyon. And you'll notice that Sandals 2.0 look. It is a lighter wood and more airy concept. We are located in Barbados, and I promise you, as soon as you land and you're in the airport, you will hear a Rihanna song. But the Bayesians are absolutely wonderful. It's known as the jet setting, elite, well traveled inside location. It is the birthplace of rum. They will not let you forget it. It was once a playground for pirates, and now it is a location where you can stay at 1 and play at 2 because the resorts, Sandals Barbados and Sandals Royal Barbados, are connected. Another video I did, I said, how long does it take you to go from one resort to the other? 2 seconds. Sandals Barbados, it's a favorite for jet setters. Sandals Royal Barbados, all club and butler accommodations. And then we have Antigua, which is known as our most romantic island throughout the brand. And we used to say it had 365 islands. They found another one. So it's 366 islands. So every island for every day of a leap year. And the beach is just beginning. So yeah, 365, we were just told it's 366. The beaches await for you. And here's a glimpse of some of the accommodations that you have at Sandals Grand Antigua, 373 rooms. What that means is we are adults only, 2 adults in every room. So you will never have an overwhelming amount of people that are at the resort at one time. You will also find no children. We are adults only. So Sandals Grand Antigua is grand. They have 2 different villages. It makes you feel like you are in 2 different locations, but it's still at Sandals, which means you have access to all-inclusive dining and enjoyment at both of the villages. Here's a glimpse of the beach and the water, accommodations. Curacao, which is one of my favorites, and it is located above the Venezuela, and it is below the hurricane belt. So if you have clients that are looking for a location away from, the hurricane seasons, here is your location. Curacao is definitely that location. And it is a mixture of languages. They speak a minimum of 4 different languages. It is reflected in the sights, the sound, the food, the music, the energy. Sandals Royal Curacao, it does not have a long beach, but it has lots of pool access. Look at all the blue and look at the blue outside of that beach. I had a group in Curacao with me 2 months ago snorkeling. Someone spotted an octopus by snorkeling. Again, the further away from the US, the more exotic the sea life and clearer the water. Sandals Royal Curacao, crisp, modern. This is a 2.0 resort. It is barely 3 years old. And the Curacao Island Butler Bungalow Suites, if you're in those accommodations, you do have access to a Mini Cooper and island inclusive dining with your butler access. Again, butler does vary by the location. So it does show that it's Sandals Royal Bahamian and Sandals Royal Curacao where this is available. And if you have the top of the line butler accommodations, you do also have access to the Mini Cooper. Sandals St. Vincent and the Grenadines just opened last year. It is a very exotic location. I did mention different options for butler. If your clients have butler access, any butler access, whether it's an overwater 2-story accommodation, or if it is within a building or freestanding, any of your butler guests have the option of arriving and leaving by butler boat. You arrive in the airport, you have a short transfer to the marina, and you arrive to the resort by boat, where your butler will be waiting for you at the dock. Sandals St. Vincent and the Grenadines, located in 50 lush acres. It is rainforest, overwater villas, the first 2-bedroom accommodations, 16 food and beverage concepts, so unique, so different, and so captivating. And here's a glimpse of Sandals St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Those mountains, they are magical and mystical. Here are some glimpses of the accommodations, the water, the view. That is the longest pool in our accommodations, in the brand. And here are additional glimpses. I realize I'm running out of time. Here's our new overwater wedding cathedral and our two-story overwater villas. And Beaches Resorts
Take your
is
time. Take your time.
Okay, and Beaches Resorts is for everyone. So whether it's multi-generational, whether it is your girlfriend's group, it is available for everyone. And all of the beautiful options we offer for our adults, it's a kid's love. It is their enjoyment location. When you want your kids to have the best vacation ever, you bring them to a Beaches Resort where they can truly be a kid. We have the water parks that are available at each resort. Remember, I did say that we have beaches that is coming to the Exumas. So right now we have beaches in Jamaica and Turks and Caicos. And we have an over 20-year relationship with Sesame Street. So Sesame Street characters are at the resort. And if you're not in the kids area, you're not going to see the Sesame Street characters. Look at that. You can get closer to the Caribbean. Again, kids living their best lives. Now, one thing I will caution you about is I was at Turks and Caicos last year. I think it was October last year. It was lobster season. I had lobster every day. Kids can order lobster. Do not let your kids order lobster at the resort and come home and try and get lobster at the local restaurants as well. So, yeah, just you are forewarned. And it is vacation for everyone. Everyone can live their best lives. So if you have multi-generational families, people that want to say, I do again, or I do for the first time, and they want the kids to be involved, invite them to one of our beaches resorts. Or if you have where you want adults in one location and kids in another, we also have Sandals Negril and Beaches Negril. They're both located on the 7 Mile beach. So the adults can be on one side and the families with kids can be at Beaches Resorts. And it brings everyone closer together. And we have new accommodations. What you see on the left, what you see on the bottom, that is our beaches, what's available for your groups and for your families. Now, these brand new accommodations, we have a new village that will be opening in March of 2026. They will look similar to these accommodations. Turks and Caicos, I walked for 20 minutes for 2 miles and there was still more beach to be had. So if you have clients that love that long beach, that turquoise, that electric turquoise water, send them to Turks and Caicos. It's always a bragging. It's one of those locations, nothing in the world touches it, and bragging location as well. Beaches Turks and Caicos is huge, very immense. You will not run into the same people unless it is organized, and it is available for you and for your families. The all-new Treasure Beach, it's opening March of 2026. And again, those accommodations, brand new accommodations, are already on sale for you and your clients. So if you are running out of available space, and you'd like to have more additional space, look for accommodations for the availability beginning March 2026. And again, water parks available at each of our resorts. If your clients would like to have sunrise yoga with Elmo, it is available and you can book it for your clients before they get to the resorts. Additional images of beaches, Turks and Caicos. And we are located in Negril, and you arrive by Montego Bay Airport. Here's a glimpse. Again, it is on that 7 Mile beach. Accommodations, kids can live their best lives, water sports that are available, and they have a new kids center that is available there too, which you have a little tiny glimpse of in the top right. They even have a 4-year-old, I think it's 4 years and older, where they have their own indoor slide that is available. Again, welcome to Beaches Negril. Those accommodations, those are on 3 different floors. And if you have that accommodation, you do have access to Butler as well. Remember, your BDMs are here to help grow your business. So wherever you are, you do have access to a BDM that is local to you. You find it on the TA portal. So Sandals Elite Advisors Program. So every last one of you that have taken the CSS training, if you have done it already, I applaud you. If you haven't done it yet, it is currently offline because we have so many new things that have come and that are coming. You will find that the training is offline currently. Please, if you don't have your BDM, you can be in contact with me and get on my email list. It comes out once a week and it gives you all the updates, which when the training is back online, we will definitely advertise that as well. So we have different levels, platinum, gold, silver, and elite, all based on your lifetime bookings. And we do have our top of the top, our CRC, the Chairman's Royal Club levels. And here's the revenue that is needed for each of those levels, and it is available on the TA portal. Preferred agency, so this is connected to your agency in particular, and up to an additional 3% additional commission. Last month, it was up to 4% additional commission. We have 3 room types: luxury, concierge club, and butler. Additional 1%, 2%, 3% on top of your base commission. Focus and grow. You will have access to the training program once it's back online. And I did mention that there are add-ons that you can do, and these are all done before you get to the resort. Add-ons like Island Routes. Island Routes, those excursions to allow you to enjoy get the most bang out of your buck, enjoy the resorts. Island Routes is connected to Sandals and Beaches Resorts. The routes tours have been vetted. So it isn't someone that you've just met at the airport, someone that says, get into my car or my boat. These are vetted. And if you book Island Routes before you get to the resort or before your clients get there, that is commissionable. Red Lane Spa Services, commissionable. Wedding add-ons, candlelight dinners, character experiences like morning yoga, the photo shoots, golf outings, and special requests, all commissionable before you get to the resorts. And eye-catching redesigned car wraps, they are available for you. Mission control for your success is the TA portal, which hopefully each one of you have access to. If you don't, please get in contact with Tyra so she can have that happen for you. And then here's a little glimpse of the TA portal. We have advertising slicks, web banners, flyers, because as you're visiting different locations, whether it be the hair salon, whether it be a bridal show, you have access to print items, official items, and put your call to action on it. The sandbox is where you will find our assets. These are photos that have been taken for you to use. They are official photos for you to use of our resorts. The TA portal, the brand new TA portal, has your bookings at a glance, your lifetime bookings, and where you are on your CRC journey. You can now send multiple quotes. You do have options to add, to create your quotes, to sort by butler if your clients want oceanfront, penthouse, patio, private pools, and so much more. You have the power at your fingertips to make it faster, customizable for your clients, especially when you know what they're looking for. And by the way, on the right where it says view room details, look at the room details because each room has more options. So if you know your clients, they want oceanfront and not partial view, make sure you're looking at the description. They want a pool access, make sure that you are looking at the descriptions. It's there for you. You do have the travel advisor, so to put in the information regarding the booking process and to send the quotes to your clients and to go back and see if they've opened your quote. You have access to our weekly 777s. They are available not only on the TA portal, but they're also available on the Sandals and Beaches site. It's the Sandals Resorts main page /specials. Digital marketing, we did talk about the flyers, encourages interaction. Make sure that you are using the up-to-date information, and that way you are advertising as we are advertising. Because I've talked Sandals and Beaches so much, I know you're going to see a commercial within the next 24 hours. Keep in mind, if you are selling us, you have access to our points to paradise. As you are selling, you are getting points because we want you to experience the resort as well. And that way you can better sell what you are experiencing. Let's get social. Take a screenshot. Look and get involved with the Instagram pages for Adam Stewart, Gary Sadler, and more. Gary Sadler's Facebook, the Sandals Resorts, Beaches Resorts. When you're at the resorts and you're advertising, make sure that you are connecting to these resorts and using the hashtags as well. We are so connected to our Sandals Foundation. It is the way that we give back because going to the resorts, they're absolutely gorgeous, they're stunning, and sometimes the islands themselves do not have the same access that we have in our everyday lives. So knowing that the Sandals Foundation is connected directly to Sandals, when you are donating, you are giving back directly from the Sandals Foundation to the island specific. And you can, before you get to the resorts, even know what that island or that part of the island needs before you get down to the resorts. Promos and specials. Again, Butler Suites, the additional bookings percentage, 3, 2, 1. Sell from top down. All-in-one pricing, we have flex stay options, and we have weather protection if you're planning to travel between August and the end of October. And remember that we have the promotions that are available. The promotions are on the main page of our Sandals site, our Beaches site, and on your TA portal. You always know what the latest promotions are by just being on the main page. Pay attention. Pay attention to those main pages because your clients are not paying attention. You click book now or you click whatever the options are, then you'll see that maybe there's a catamaran cruise that's involved, or there is a dining option that is available for you as well. So I thank you. I thank you, the travel advisors, for giving me the time to speak with you. And now I am open to any questions. Okay, any questions? Hello, hello, hello. All right, Tyra, do you have any questions for me?
No, I do not have any questions. We absolutely love the brand, especially Beaches, being that, kids from age 0, they
Mm-hmm.
can go to the kids club, or, maybe mom needs a getaway, but my main branding is women and children, and that I absolutely love that about Beaches because sometimes moms do need breaks.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think that's so important to touch on because it's really, really hard finding a brand that allows you to bring your child, starting from age 0 and have childcare that is included in the price already. So,
When you
nope,
bring your kids to the aunties that are there at the resort, they will willingly buy mom and they're gone. They're gone
absolutely.
and they are embracing the kids. Remember, we
Well,
also have a huge autism awareness program.
yes.
We have it available at the resorts. You can already fill out that information before you arrive at the resort, and you can also specify which end of the spectrum. If they have families, if you have families that where their child is on the spectrum, and they also have specialists that will be assigned depending on which end of the spectrum your clients are on. Remember that we are partnered with Sesame Street, and we do have one of our Sesame Street characters, Julia, who does have autism, and I've talked about her for years. I've been to beaches over and over again. A couple of months ago, I met her. She stayed in character. I cried because she stayed in character. She got overstimulated. And just watching, this is what happens with our kids. And knowing that we have eyes for these kids and the heart space for it, it's no wonder our beaches resorts are sold out, because once you understand that you can go and that this is something that is available for the family, where not only the moms, the dads, but grandmas, everybody can relax a little bit, go and enjoy, have a drink and detach because somebody's got your kid.
Yep.
Difference makes such a difference.
Absolutely, absolutely. Thank you much for your time, Ms. Swat. I'm going to pass the baton over to Ms. Rochelle to end out the webinar.
Yes.
All right. Any questions so far? So if you don't have any questions, thank you so much, Ms. Wa, for this wonderful presentation. This place is truly one of a kind. And yeah, we're excited to see you next week for our webinar. And thank you everyone who joined us today. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.